What is going on with Anderson Silva? We thought that he was going to fight Kelvin Gastelum at UFC 212, June 3rd in Rio. Then Kelvin gets pulled because of his issue with USADA, the marijuana. You know the story. Then they have this press conference, and Anderson is there alone, squaring off with himself. And now there's all kinds of rumors, and we don't know what's going on. And Rio is fast approaching. They could use him, obviously. We want to know what's going on. He is kind enough to join us. He's on the phone with his translator and friend, Derek. Let's get the answers from the man himself. Anderson Silva, are you there?
E aí, como vai? How are you?
Bom dia, Anderson.
Good morning, my friend. Good morning.
It's great to have you on. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been wanting to talk to you for a very long time. Okay, where do things stand with you right now? Are you fighting in Rio? Do you have a fight? Do you have a fight on a different card? Tell us what's going on.
O que está acontecendo? Você vai lutar no Rio, tem uma luta em outro card?
Good question. Good question. I'm staying here in Rio for a long time. I start my camp training, and I'm very frustrated because everything is happening about like fight in Rio. I don't know. The guys don't talk to me, because sometimes they say, oh, okay, fights come, fights no come, and now nothing's happened, and the guys giving the options for fight in here for my people in my country, for my fans, and I say, okay, I go fight for Yoel Romero because I know I respect Ariel Helwani. He's a great fighter. He's the number one in the rank. But one thing, why Yoel Romero come to Brazil for fight me and for nothing, And Yoel Romero say, I go to Brazil for fight for interim belt. And the same, I talked to my manager, and I passed for my manager my opinion about this fight, because a lot of promise for me for a long time, and nothing happened. But first of all, when I signed my last contract, Dana White and Lorenzo say, okay, when George St. Pierre is back, you go to fight, super fight, you and George St. Pierre. I don't know what happened. Nothing happened. George St. Pierre back to fight for the belt is terrible. This don't make sense, I know it's a fucking business, but I working hard for a long time. I help UFC a lot. I save UFC all time, and I don't know what happened, and I know Dana talking about this and this, a lot of things, but the more important now is my fight in Brazil. And I say for my manager, I fight for Yoel Romero. I don't have problem for fight for Yoel Romero, but putting the belt for the interim belt for fight in Brazil, because one thing, this is a business. It's good business for UFC because never in the story the guys fight in Brazil for the belt. The second one, talking about Yoel Romero, is the number one in the hand. And the second one, Dana White say, the best fight in the world, period, Why no putting this fight in Brazil? I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on, but I'm very disappointed, and when I talked to my manager at Suarez for last time, and my manager say, I don't know, Anderson, the guys say maybe you fight more, and the guys just consider you fight in this card in Brazil. I say, what? Why you don't talk to me? Why you don't talk to me about what happened? I lost my time, I lost my money, I lost everything. Nothing happened. I'm very disappointed for a long time for UFC. I'm sorry, but this is my opinion. This is it's happening now because I don't know what happened. I'm staying here for a long time for training. This is not my fault for the Gasto go out the fight. This is not my problem. My problem is training hard for fight in Brazil for my fans. What happened to my fans now? What happened to the people pay the ticket for see my fight in Brazil? It's the second time this happened. I'm tired for this. I'm tired for talking about from my manage.
Are you still there, Anderson?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. We lost you right at the end there, but obviously we got the gist of what you said and can clearly tell that you're disappointed. And so I want to try to clarify something. Have you been offered a fight against Yoel Romero for Rio for June 3rd?
Foi oferecido uma luta com o Yoel Romero para o Rio no 3 de junho.
The guy giving me a lot of options, but the one point, I don't go fight for Yoel Romero in Brazil for nothing.
Uh-huh.
Yoel Romero no come to Brazil for fight for nothing. I talked to the team, the Yoel Romero team. Me and Yoel Romero is the same page. Let's go fight. Yes, let's go fight. But for interim belt, because business makes sense.
Okay.
It don't make sense. Yoel Romero and me fight for nothing. I know Dana have a lot of talking for because this and this and this, but everything don't make sense because the real thing is the fans in the world think the watching this fight is that makes sense. Put on the belt, interim belt for me in Yoel Romero fight,
Yep. And so when they offer you this fight and you say to them, I want this to be for the interim belt, what do they say? Is this going to happen? Are they interested in this or are they saying no to you?
O que eles estão dizendo quando você diz que aceita a luta, mas pelo cinturão interino?
It's the same all the time. Oh, because this, no, because this, because George St-Pierre come back to fight, these things stay good for fight. It's just complete bullshit. I'm sorry, but I'm tired for all time say, okay, we'll see, okay, I go this. I'm tired for saying we'll see all time. I'm so tired.
Wow. Do you feel like you have been disrespected by the UFC?
A gente foi desrespeitado por você.
Of course. I'm staying here in Brazil for a long time. I lost a lot of money and different opportunities for my outside the cage, in a different job. I have the liar contract. I put it outside my life for putting the fight. I put a fight in the first option in my life. In here in Rio, because I need this fight for my fans. I need to give back for my fans how much my fans give the support for me. And there's nothing happened, and then I say, you go fight for this guy. Okay, but why I come to fight in Rio for the guys don't make sense, Yoel Romero is say, okay, I go fight for Anderson, but I put in the belt, interim belt. And I talk to my manager, I'm ready. I go fight to Yoel Romero for the interim belt. But nothing happened.
Wow. Have you had a chance to sit down and talk to Dana White and tell him how you're feeling and tell him why you want the interim belt and tell him that you feel disrespected? You've had a relationship with him for almost a decade now. Have you had a chance to actually sit down and speak to him about this?
Você já conversou sobre isso com o Dana, que você se sente desrespeitado? Você tem olha...
I think Dana White is a good man, but sometimes lose how much Dana talk, because we have a lot of promise, nothing happened. First of all, when I signed my contract, the guy say, the first fight you in contract, when I signed this contract, my last contract, Dana and Lorenzo say, you go to fight, super fight for George St. Pierre when George St. Pierre go back. Nothing happened. George St. Pierre go back and fight for the belt. I'm winning my fight in London for beating. Why not put me for fight for beating? I don't care for the belt, but I'm winning the fight in London. Why not put the fight? Because George is not ready for fight for beating. What the fuck is going on? I'm tired for saying it all the time. Okay, we'll see. Okay, Dana, I go this. I say the ass, Dana White, and UFC all the time. I'm tired. I'm tired for this. It's all bullshit. What the fuck is going on for Jacare? Jacare win all the time and never put in the fight for the belt. Now, Jacare lose the fight. Never go back to talk about fight for the belt. It's the same Yoel Romero. What the fuck has happened to me? I'm win for a long time. I'm champion for a long time, for years. It's nothing happened. I don't believe in nothing Dana's talk because I'm very disappointed. I'm tired, bro. I'm sorry for talking about this, but I'm so tired.
Wow. I don't think I've ever heard you this mad before. Have you ever been this mad about the state of the UFC and the state of your career?
Já ficou mais zangado que isso? Nunca te ouviu tão zangado.
No. This is the first time because, I'm tired. Trust me, I'm so tired. I just talked to my team today, and I talked to my friends and my family. I'm tired. I just say, there's nothing happened. This fight no happened with you. I'm done. I'm no fight more. I'm done. I don't need more of this. I'm very disappointed. I don't believe in nothing Dana talk because nothing happened. And first of all, when Dana talked to me for my new contract, Dana say, Dana and Lorenzo say, okay, when George St. Pierre is back, you fight for George St. Pierre for super fight. I say, okay. I just, you say this, I know, I trust in when you talk, but nothing happened. I'm very frustrated. Imagine the guy say, when George St. Pierre is back, you go fight for you go fight in super fight. And one day, I wait for this fight, George St. Pierre is back and fight for the belt. I say, oh my God, it don't make sense. I know Dana White say, because when George stop, George is win, George is the champion. It makes sense, George back to fight for the fight for the belt and blah blah blah. This is perfect bullshit. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm respect long time. Everything. I never talked about bad situation in UFC because all time I'm trying putting in my heart and I put in for me UFC all time is my team. I work into my team. And one day when Dana and Lorenzo come to my gym for talk to me about Reebok. In my contract, I don't have nothing in my contract saying about you need to use in Reebok. And I say, okay. and Dana and Lorenzo come to talk to me, Anderson, please, let's go. Makes sense. You help me, I help you. Let's go. I say, okay. It's changed my color, changed everything, and nothing has happened. I lose my contract for Nike because Reebok come inside UFC, And when I talked about my fight for Roy Jones,
we may have lost him there.
fight for Mayweather, and
sorry to interrupt.
I don't know what happened.
Go back to what you were saying about Roy Jones.
I'm so tired. I'm very disappointed. I'm very tired about this, and I'm training hard for a long time in my life. I put in all my energy for good fight in UFC. I have the great story in this sport, and I'm very disappointed.
And I just want to be clear about what you said. You said that if you don't get the Romero interim title fight, you think you're done? You think you're going to retire?
Só para ser claro, se você não conseguir essa luta interina com o Romero, você vai se aposentar.
Yeah. I think I'm done. I fight for a long time in my life, and I'm tired, bro. I'm so disrespect. I have my legacy. I have my story. I'm very frustrated because this is the second time I'm not fighting my country.
Yeah.
This is for me is a very frustration. I go to fight in London. I go to fight in different countries, and never happened. 2 times I talked about my fight in Brazil, and nothing happened. I'm very frustrated, and for me, I don't like more talking about this because I lose my time, I lose my money, and I lose my energy. And all my friends, when my friends talk to me about this fight in Brazil, I say, I don't know what happened. And when I talk to my manager actually say, I don't know, Anderson, the guy is talking about, fight more in Brazil. I say, what? Why you don't talk to me? Why you don't talk to me about this? I'm training hard, I lose my money, I lose everything, my time together, my family, and what the fuck is going on? And I'm very disappointed. The guys don't respect my legacy, don't respect my story in this sport, and I don't know. I'm done.
Do you think that the UFC has changed over the years? That it's not the same place as the company when you came in, when you were fighting for the belt, fighting Chris Liebman, those guys? Do you feel like it's changed?
I don't know. I just all time I put in my job, and I working hard to see, and I put in my all my energy for fight. When a guys call me about fight, I say, okay, I'm ready, and I just sometimes I see how much we see lose the money. I take my phone, I call to my manager and say, don't worry, I go help you because this is my team, this is my family, And now this has happened, and I'm very disappointed. I'm very frustrated because this is crazy. I don't believe it is. The guys don't respect my story, don't respect my legacy, and everything don't make sense. I don't believe it is. I don't believe it. It's fucking crazy. I'm sorry. I using this language, but I'm very disappointed. Sorry, brother.
No, I completely understand that and sympathize with you. We've had some success with trying to make fights happen here. And so we actually have Yoel Romero on the phone right now. Would you like to speak to Yoel?
Yeah, of course.
Yoel, are you there?
Oh, yeah, Ariel, how are you?
I'm doing good, my brother. Shalom. We have Anderson Silva,
Shalom.
arguably the greatest of all time on the phone. He wants to fight you. What do you want to say to him?
I have a big respect for Anderson. He's the legend. I think that is a very, very good chance. For me, for my career, I can fight with him. But I think I can fight with him only for the championship. For the interim championship. That is a good option. That is a good fight. I think this is a good fight for the people. The people in Rio.
Yoel,
I think that is good. It's very great. Yeah.
Have you been offered a fight against Anderson Silva by the UFC?
Tell me again?
Have you been offered a fight against Anderson Silva in Rio by the UFC?
Yeah.
You have?
Yes.
Were you offered an interim title fight or no interim title fight?
No, interim. I want to fight with him in Rio for the interim title fight. Yeah.
But if the UFC says no interim title.
Hello.
Hello, Anderson.
Hello. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, my man. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm same page. I talking about your legacy and my legacy. And I respect you. And I think UFC, I need to understand how much you're working hard, how much I'm working hard about this. Why you come to Brazil for fight me for nothing? Because you the first guy for you stay in the hang for fight for the belt. And it makes sense because I have my story.
He's gonna come back.
Hello.
Yeah, he's gonna. His phone cuts out from time to time.
It's a great fight. It's a great story. I don't know what happened. I know it's different situation for you, Yoel Romero, but for me, I'm very disappointed for UFC because the guys don't respect my legacy. I'm sorry talking about this. I no disrespect you, but it don't make sense. I fight to you in Brazil for the interim belt.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that, Yoel? It doesn't make sense to fight Anderson in Rio if the interim belt is not on the line?
That is only what I want, What I want is to fight him for the title, That's it.
Wow. And so where do we go from here? Do you think that this is going to happen, Yoel? What are you going to do?
I don't know, I say maybe, everything is possible in the life. In life, everything is possible, I wait for God. I wait. Maybe I can fight him. That we don't know.
Anderson, what do you think of Yoel as a fighter?
Hello?
Yes, Anderson, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
What do you think, Yoel? A lot of people think that he's very close to becoming the UFC middleweight champion. That he is one of, if not the most dominant fighters in the UFC right now. What do you think of him? Do you like him as a fighter? Have you been impressed with him?
Yeah, Romero is a great fight. I respect all fighters. It's the same. There's no difference for Romero. But fight is a fight. But all makes sense. Is a fight. Me and Romero is a fight for the interim belt.
Right.
It's not happening. It's no interesting. And I'm very disappointed for everything. I don't know. It's crazy, so crazy. Why not putting the belt for interim belt? Me and Romero. It's the two big fighters. It's two great fighters.
And Yoel, I'm curious, which fight is more exciting for you? Forget about belts or whatever. Which fight excites you more, Anderson Silva or Michael Bisping?
Right now, right now for the situation,
Yeah.
For the situation,
Yeah.
is I can fight with now. I can, and that is the two options the most important for my life right now.
Right.
Fight him because believe me, see what I have since that does not happen. everybody want to fight Anderson in the division because he's the lead.
Yeah.
So you fight. So you're in the middleweight division, and you never fight with Anderson. Believe me, you're not doing nothing. You know, that's it. Because Anderson is Anderson.
The legend. You have to, if you're a middleweight fighter, you have to fight Anderson Silva at some point in your career. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Wow. And here we are. Anderson, let me just ask you this. Are you disappointed that GSP took the middleweight fight? And considering the fact that they can't make it happen sooner rather than later, do you feel like he's kind of clogging things up at 185?
Acho que está atrapalhando pouco a categoria, terem dado a luta para já assumir, está parando a categoria.
You know, in my mind, this is my personal opinion. This is the disrespect for different fighters in staying in the category. You know,
yeah.
This is the disrespect every guy in this category. This is the bullshit. You know, this is no make sense. You know, this is disrespect to all legacy, the old fights in this category. You know, I don't know what happened for Dana White. You know, I don't know, bro. I don't understand what happened for Dana White now. You know, I have my personal opinion for Dana, but now I'm so disappointed for Dana White. You know, I'm very disappointed. You know, I don't know Dana say about blah, blah, blah. Dana have a lot of discourse for about this and this and this for Yoel Romero talk. I'm talk for different guys talk. But this is real. This is all real. You know, I'm working for a long time in this fucking bullshit job, and nothing happened. You know, I give my heart for this sport. I give my legacy for this sport. I give everything. I lose my time for my family for this sport. If nothing happened now, UFC, I need to give them back how much I give for UFC, you know? And what happened? What's going on, Dana? You know? This is fucking bullshit.
Wow. Yoel, any final things you want to say to Anderson?
You know, I have a big respect with this man, man. This man is the really man. You see, Anderson is the really man. When I come in for the sport, I come in for him, you know, because I see, when I stay in Cuba, I see the video when he fight. This is an amazing guy, you know. This is the amazing fighter, amazing man. This is the family man, you know. I have a big respect for him. That is no personality, you know. This is only for the sport, you know. This is like when you stay, you're making something. You say, I want to do something, but I want to do it good. That is the point. So you stay in the middleweight way, and you don't fight with him. You never know what you do. You understand? That is only because maybe I'll fight with him tomorrow, but another day. I have the same respect for this man. That's it only. And
Yoel, just to be clear, if it's not Anderson, are you not interested in fighting anyone else right now? It's Anderson or no one?
Anderson, that is my point. I fight only with Anderson for the interim belt. So I don't fight with him. I wait for my time for the belt.
And who knows when that's happening? Anderson, any final things you want to say to Yoel?
No, I need to say thank you. Well, thank you for your page.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, legacy, buddy. And God bless you. And thank you for spending your time for talking for the fans, you know, because the fans, I need you to see the sabotage for you and me, you know.
Wow. Thank you, Yoel. Anderson, stay right there. I just have two more questions for you, but thank you so much, Yoel. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Bye.
Anderson, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Wow, that was crazy. We actually just made the fight. Both of you want the fight. So what do you think happens now? What do you think is going to happen? Are you confident that this is going to happen or not really?
This is good question. You know, this is good question. But for Dana White, you know, this is good question for Dana. Why Dana go put in now? What is the discourse for Dana White say now? Why is Dana say sorry about this? You know, I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. I'm lose my time for a long time in this sport, and I respect my fans. I give my heart for my fans, and I'm working hard for UFC for a long time in my life, and nothing happened. You know, I just waiting. You know, the guys know give this fight for me for interim belt. I'm done. Wow. I go take my family, and I'm done.
And Anderson, we've heard, you know, there was some talk of maybe Rashad, Luke Rockhold, OSP. What happened to these fights? Why is it the Yoel interim fight? Why is that the one that you want so badly?
I just it's I'm my company.
Yeah.
I'm represent Anderson Silva. You know, my last fight, I'm win. Why I go to fight for the guys no win the fight? It no make sense. It no comes better for me. You know, it no make sense. Why I go fight for Luke Rockhold is lose the last fight. Why I go fight for the different guys that lose the fight? Don't make sense. You know, and I don't know. I pass my opinion for everybody now, and the people see how much I'm disappointed now. I never talked about with C, but this time I'm very disappointed. I'm so very disappointed.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my fans, but this thing needs to stop. You know, the guys need to stop bullshit and sabotage for great fighters in this sport. You know, it just no make sense. I'm done. I'm tired. I need you talking about this because I'm tired.
Wow. And last thing for you, Anderson, there's been a lot of talk about you recently. To end on somewhat of a good note, Demetrius Johnson just tied your record for title defenses, and he now has 10. In his next fight, he would break your record. But there's been talk of if he's had the same kind of road that you had, if he's fought the same caliber of opponent. What do you make of his record right now? The fact that he tied you, do you consider what he's done on your level, or do you not think that he has fought the same competition that you fought when you were a champion?
It's a great fight for category, you know, and have a your story, you have your legacy, you know. And now my focus is just waiting for the Dana decision for putting this fight, me and Yoel Romero. It's not happening. I'm done. I go back to my home. I stay together with my family, and no more fights. I'm done because I'm tired for safe with CO time. You know, it's guys talking about everything, but never I see the guys take the fight for 3-4 days, have a series, take the fight in knee series, both knee series. I take the fight, and I save all the time with you. You know, I'm tired. The guys don't respect my legacy, and you know, I'm tired. I'm done. I don't care more bullshit in my life. I'm 42 old, and I'm done, bro. I'm sorry, but I know I need to respect my fans. I respect my fans, and I'm sorry, guys. I love my sport. I love fight. Fight is my life, but it's too much bullshit. It's too much.
Okay. Anderson, are you there?
Terrible situation inside this sport. Sorry.
Any final things you want to say to your fans? It's very rare to hear from you on a show like this. Is there any final...
I don't think so. My fans go see I fight again because this fight, me and Ariel Romero don't happen, I'm done.
Oh.
You know, I need to say thank you for my fans. And I don't know what happened. I go talk to my lawyers about my contract, and I go talk to with C for leave me alone, and done.
Wow. Well, we hope it doesn't get to that point. Hopefully today, the spark between you two, the conversation will reignite something, and you can get what you want, because I don't think anyone at this point wants to see you retire, Anderson. But I can't thank you enough for coming on and for speaking your mind. I really appreciate the time. I know you don't do a lot of these interviews, so it really means a lot, and I'm sorry to hear that you are upset. I hope it gets resolved for you sooner rather than later, so that you can be content and go out on your own terms, Anderson.
All right, I hope so. This come better. The situation's come better, but I don't know. If no come better, this fight's no happen, I'm done. I'm done. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything for my fans. But this is my opinion now. This is my heart is talking about. This is fucking sabotage in my life, and I'm done.
Thank you, Anderson. Good luck to you. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Wow. What more could be said there? I think he said, I'm done 30 times. Initially, when he said it, I asked him to clarify, because I wasn't quite sure. Did I get what he said? I mean, it was very clear, but I just wanted to make sure, if you don't get this fight on June 3rd, you are retiring? You're done? You heard him say it at least 20 times. I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. Sabotage, disrespect, effing bullshit. He said it all. I've never heard Anderson like that. I'm sure he's been upset before. Never heard him upset like that in the media. Historically, he's been the guy who has kept it all in. Remember, UFC 112. He's at the press conference, right? He doesn't say anything. He just keeps it all in. You know, he was thinking a lot, just kept it all in. Referenced an issue with the Reebok deal, had a sit down. This was before the Michael Bisping fight. I'd heard that there were some issues there, getting him on board. And this has clearly been brewing for quite some time. Stepped up to fight Daniel Cormier at UFC 200. And now here we are. Anderson Silva clearly wants to fight Yoel Romero on June 3rd. Yoel Romero wants to fight Anderson Silva on June 3rd. They both want it to be for an interim title. They both say, if it's not for an interim title, thanks but no thanks. And now here is the issue that the UFC is facing. They booked this fight between George St. Pierre and Michael Bisping, early March, right? So almost 2 months ago now. It's amazing how quickly time flies. And the issue seems to be that for whatever reason, and I have reached out to try to have him on the show to try to clarify the situation, George St. Pierre isn't ready to fight July 8th. They wanted it to be July 8th. And without speaking to them, my hypothesis is, let's get the fight signed. Let's announce it. Let's make a big deal about it. Let's get people excited. And then it will fall into place. Then we'll book it. Then we'll put it July 8th. That's when we want it. That's when we need it. Witness the fact they don't have a main event just yet for July 8th. Even TJ Dillashaw told us today that he was told he's the co-main event. GSP is GSP. He has his plans. He's set. He doesn't want to fight July 8th for whatever reason. Now you're left with a situation where you've announced the fight, you booked the fight, a fight that didn't make sense from a ranking standpoint, from a meritocracy standpoint, in the division that is the most stacked, that is the most active right now, where you can legitimately make a claim for Yoel, for Luke Rockhold, for now Robert Whittaker, for Gegard Mousasi, for Anderson Silva. You've got guys that you can actually very easily sell in a title fight. And they're all being told, wait a second. And they're being told, wait a second, there's a fight that's happening in the fall. It's early spring. So if that fight happens in October, and again, I don't begrudge Michael Bisping for taking this fight, for wanting this fight, for holding out for it. This is his money fight. But if that fight isn't ready to happen, and it's only going to happen in October, think about the winner of the fight when he's going to be ready. And if the winner of that fight is Georges St. Pierre, will he even be around to defend the title? He did not commit to that, neither did Dana White when they had the press conference. So what is happening with the division? So you can understand where someone like Anderson Silva, who was the ruler of said division for years, is a little frustrated with the current state of his division and career. He wants to fight in Rio. He wants to fight for an interim belt. And they have made these interim title fights. They made one for the lightweight division, 4 months after Conor McGregor won the belt. So there's a precedent. They made the featherweight interim title fight after stripping Conor in Toronto. There is a precedent. It is a tricky situation. When you have Anderson Silva essentially say, I'm going to retire multiple times, if this fight doesn't happen, this is a tricky situation. And it goes back to my point before this Anderson Silva interview. Lorenzo Fertitta, man, oh man, did he know when to say when. And this has been an issue that I have heard from countless managers and fighters ever since the sale. There's no longer that personal connection with the UFC. Where did that go? It used to be, hey, we have an issue, call Dana, call Lorenzo. Now it is a media conglomerate. Ari Emanuel and Patrick Whitesell are tremendously successful. They have a lot on their plate that does not pertain to mixed martial arts. Before, the owners of the UFC were only in the MMA business. Yes, the Fertitta family was a part of the Station Casino business, but he was all in on MMA. That's not the case right now. So who's calling the shots? Who's getting things done? Who do you turn to if you have an issue? And you could tell us all you want that it's the same company, that it's being run the same way, same priorities, same drive. We're going to be bigger. Things change when you're $400 million richer. That's just life. Things change. The battle has been won. It's not the same. To hear a fighter like Anderson Silva, who historically does not verbalize his thoughts that eloquently, to hear Yoel Romero speak like that. We had Yoel Romero and Anderson Silva talking to each other in English.